Good morning, fourth grade. It is Mr. Armano here, fourth grade co-teacher at Syracuse Academy of Science and Citizenship. I hope you guys were able to get through this week. I know there's a lot of content coming to you guys. We have our spring break starting next week. Mr. G is going to be sending a video to tell you, give you a detailed schedule of how that's going to break down. I'm going to get right into chapter 15 of our Read Aloud series, In Holes. Mr. Pendansky filled the canteens. The warden got a pitchfork out of the back of the pickup. She poked it through X-Ray's dirt pile to see if anything else might have been buried in there as well. After you drop off X-Ray, I want you to bring back 3 wheelbarrows, she said. X-Ray got in the pickup. As the truck pulled away, he leaned out the window and waved. 0, said the warden. I want you to take over X-Ray's hole. She seemed to know that 0 was the fastest digger. Armpit and Squid, you will keep digging where you have been, she said, but you're each going to have a helper. Zigzag, you help Armpit, Magnet will help Squid, and Caveman, you'll work with 0. We're going to dig the dirt twice. 0 will dig it out of the hole, and Caveman will carefully shovel it into a wheelbarrow. Zigzag will do the same for Armpit, and the same with Magnet and Squid. We don't want to miss anything. If either of you find something, you'll both get the rest of the day off and a double shower. When the wheelbarrows are full, you are to dump them away from this area. We don't want any dirt piles to get in the way. The warden remained at the site for the remainder of the day, along with Mr. Pendansky and Mr. Sir, who showed up after a while. Occasionally, Mr. Sir would leave to take water to the other groups of campers, but otherwise, he and the water truck stayed parked there. The warden saw to it that nobody in Group D was ever thirsty. Stanley did as he was told. He carefully looked through all the dirt dug up by 0. As he shoveled it into a wheelbarrow, though he knew he wouldn't find anything. It was easier than digging his own hole. When the wheelbarrow was full, he took it to a good distance away before dumping it. The warden couldn't keep still. She kept walking around, looking over the boy's shoulders and sticking her pitchfork through the dirt piles. You're doing fine, just fine, she told Stanley. After a while, she told the boys to switch places so that Stanley, Zigzag, and Magnet dug in the holes and 0, Armpit, and Squid shoveled the excavated dirt into the wheelbarrows. After lunch, 0 took over digging again, and Stanley returned to the wheelbarrow. There's no hurry, the warden said several times. The main thing is not to miss anything. The boys dug until each hole was well over 6 feet deep and wide. Still, it was easier for 2 boys to dig a hole 6 foot wide than it was for 1 boy to dig a hole 5 foot wide. All right, that's enough for today, the warden said. I've waited this long, I can wait another day. Mr. Sir drove her back to the cabin. I wonder how she knew all our names, Stanley said as he walked back to the compound. She watches us all the time, said Zigzag. She's got hidden microphones with cameras all over the place. In the tents, the rec room, the shower. The shower? Asked Stanley. He wondered if Zigzag was just being paranoid. The cameras are tiny, said Armpit, no bigger than a toenail on your little toe. Stanley had his doubts about that. He didn't think they could make the cameras that small. Microphones, maybe. He realized that was why X-Ray didn't want to talk to him about the gold tube at breakfast. X-Ray was afraid the warden might have been listening. One thing was certain. They weren't just digging to build character. They were definitely looking for something. And whatever they were looking for, they were looking in the wrong place. Stanley gazed out across the lake, toward the spot where he had been digging yesterday when he found the gold tube. He dug the hole into his memory. So, we got the warden. She's kind of taken over the digging site right now. She's got the boys working in pairs. They're looking for something, right? We don't know what. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I'm going to upload this video shortly. I'm going to have the question listed below. Take next week, spring break, to catch up on all activities that you guys have been unable to complete so far. So rewatch these videos so you can reread the book and get better and answer the questions if you haven't been able to yet. I love and miss you guys. I can't wait to see you back in the classroom. Have a great break. Bye.